Hey yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another chill reaction, man. And tonight we're checking out a video called Top 10 Hunting Last Photos of People. So yeah, this is scary hour. Let me call that. Creepy time. Before we get into this, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell next to it to get all the notifications and all of that. And help me reach 100 subscribers. It's my first goal. So yeah, let's get straight to it.
In this day and age, everyone is constantly taking selfies and photos. Well, what if you captured a photo of someone's last moments right before they were killed? From a pic of a dangerous stunt gone wrong to a selfie shared between friends before one kills the other. I'll be discussing these and more in today's video, so let's get right on into it. Starting off this countdown, we have the plot to kill. This photo was taken of Thomas Bart Whittaker on the left and his younger brother Kevin on the right, just hours before Thomas planned to have his family killed. So apparently the two brothers were just goofing off and their mother wanted to take a photo of them. Then later they went out for dinner as like a little celebration for Thomas completing his exams, which was a lie. Anyways, while they were at the restaurant, Thomas had his friend enter his home and retrieve a gun and stage a burglary. He then waited at the front door for Thomas's
my god, so his friend was into it. He was planning
to return home. Once they did, he shot Thomas's mom and brother. His dad managed to survive. The photo shows Thomas's happy younger brother.
Also, his friend shot his mother. Hold on. His friend shot his mother and his dad
at the front door for Thomas's family to return home. Once they
Hold on, I'm sorry, I didn't
While they were
catch
at
that.
the restaurant, Thomas had his friend enter his home and retrieve a gun and stage a burglary. He then waited at the front door for Thomas's family to return home. Once they did, he shot Thomas's mom and brother. His dad managed to survive. The photo shows Thomas's happy younger brother, but little did he know that his older brother literally had a plot to kill him. It's so disturbing. In our ninth spot, we have Victor.
that was fucked up. That was fucked up. And from the friend's perspective, that he agreed to do that. What was his motive though? Both of those guys, what was their motive for doing that? Man, people are crazy.
Barrio. But before we go any further, if you guys are liking this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and of course subscribe to our channel. Come on guys, it really helps us out. So hit that button, subscribe, ring that little bell. Victor Barrio was a 29-year-old Spanish bull. Hit that button, subscribe, ring that little bell. Victor Barrio was a 29-year-old Spanish bullfighter. Sadly, on July 9th, 2016, his bullfighting days came to an end when a 529-kilogram bull's horn pierced through his chest. This moment was captured in...
Oh, imagine that. I mean, I know a lot of cases, and I believe, it happened a lot of times in these bullfightings, or whatever they're called. I'm against that, to be clear about that. I'm against that. I mean, how is it a show? How is that a show? Because, it's cruel. It's cruel as fuck. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people died in situations like this, in this bullfighting contest shit. I don't know what it's called.
In front of a live audience and also was broadcasted on live TV. Some people managed to get photos as this happened and it's horrifying. You can see the look of pain on his face as the bull's horn just plunges through him. Like, I feel so bad for him and for all the people that had to witness it. It's so scary. In our 8th spot, we have the Panama hikers. Chris Kremers and Lizanne Froon were two young Dutch females that saved up to take a trip to Panama. Except while on a hike in the Panamanian jungle, the two disappeared. It wasn't until months later that their bodies were found, but it's still unclear how the two died. The last photos taken of them were in April of 2014, the day that they went on the hike. They are selfies of the girls looking very excited to be on the trip. These photos were found on their camera, which was found in a backpack along the banks of a river. The camera also contained other pictures, like of the jungle in the dead of night. Maybe they were using the camera's flash as a source of light. Another photo showed the back of Chris's head and it was bleeding. Again, it's so scary.
It was bleeding? Her head was bleeding? And maybe, they were lost in the not jungle, the forest or whatever. in the middle of the night.
Another photo showed the back of Chris's head and it was bleeding. Again, it's so scary looking at these photos. Like, these poor young girls had no clue what was about to happen to them and they were so excited for their trip. Coming in at number 7.
Yeah, but what did happen to them? I mean, I guess, yeah, she said that it's unclear to this day. Damn, so they never found their bodies or anything like that? Shit, man. That's so sad.
No clue what was
but
about
they found
to happen
the
to them,
camera.
and they were so excited for their trip. Coming in at number 7, we have the drowning. On October 22nd, 2003, Tina Watson and her husband, David Gabriel, went out scuba diving on their honeymoon. They just got married 11 days earlier, and scuba diving was part of their honeymoon itinerary. Now, in this photo, if you look right at the back, you can see a diver laying on the seafloor. That's Tina Watson. A few minutes before this photo was taken, it's believed that her husband turned off her air supply and held her underwater until she drowned. Then he
Her husband, 11 days after the marriage, drowned her? Ooh. Oh my god, you can clearly see that she's laying there like... Oh god, if you see it up close, you know? The body to the right of this diver.
Husband turned off her air supply and held her underwater until she drowned. Then he swam up to the surface to alert other divers that she was in trouble. The photo was captured accidentally and you can see the divers going to help Tina. Some say he held her underwater until she drowned. Others say he saw her struggling as a new scuba diver and just kind of left her there to die on her own. Either way, he pleaded guilty to manslaughter, and that was the last photo ever taken of her. In our 6th spot, we have the Dyatlov Pass incident. In February of 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers set out to traverse the snowy mountains of Siberia. However, they all ended up mysteriously dying one by one. This photo was one of the last photos taken of them. Now, this case has been debated about for years, and there's...
Yeah, I think that's a famous case. I think I saw it on another video I reacted to, where some of them, if this is the same case, that some of these people's bodies were found without clothes, some other bodies were found torn apart, and nobody exactly knows what happened there. And yeah, it's
tons
really,
of theories as to what happened to
sad.
them. Some say they were hit by an avalanche at night and died from exposure. Others say a Yeti got them. In fact, there was a picture of a creature that looks like a Yeti found on one of the explorers.
Yo, that's Bigfoot. That's Bigfoot. Do you believe in Bigfoot? I don't think I do, but could be.
Cameras. But it's a very odd case. Like, their tent was found ripped open from the inside.
Yeah,
2 bodies
that's the
were
same
found
case
and
I
they
was
were
talking
only
about.
wearing underwear in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
Another explorer's body was missing her tongue, eyes, and lips. And 2 of the
Tongue,
other bodies
eyes, and
had
lips.
major chest fractures. To cause someone that much damage, it would be like equivalent to a car crash. And another hiker had a really...
But yeah, I mean, how does somebody has to remove the eyes, the tongue, and lips? It's not that something happened and, you know, the eyes and tongue and lips suddenly disappeared. Somebody had to remove them from their one body that she said they found. Man, who knows? Who knows, man?
High level of radiation on their clothes. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
and to this
high
day, we don't
radiation
know
levels.
what
I
truly
forgot about
happened.
that.
We all have these theories, but the only ones that really know are the hikers in the photo. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with the submarine murder. Back in August of 2013, freelance journalist Kim Wall got an interview with Danish inventor Peter Madsen. As part of the interview, Kim was set to take a trip on his homemade submarine. This photo shows Kim aboard the submarine just before her trip. With Danish inventor Peter Madsen. As part of the interview, Kim was set to take a trip on his homemade submarine.
What do you mean homemade submarine? Did he create it in his house? But how? It's a submarine, you know. I got so caught up on the homemade submarine. I mean, he probably designed it or something like that.
This photo shows Kim aboard the submarine just before her trip. Sadly, once inside, Peter killed her and dismembered her body. Why did he do this? Well, some say he became fascinated with murder and torture. Evidence showed that he had been watching videos of women being killed on his computer, and shortly before he beheaded Kim, he watched a video on it. So it was clear that he had a fascination with it. It's sad that Kim had to be his victim. In our fourth spot, we have the Facebook murder. A couple of hours after this picture was taken, Cheyenne Anton left, used the black belt she is seen wearing in that photo to strangle Brittany Gargle. The two were best friends, but apparently got into a heated argument and Cheyenne hit and strangled Brittany. Imagine taking a selfie with someone you thought you could trust just for them to go and kill you a couple hours later. It is so sick. Now, Cheyenne actually got away with this murder.
You never know, man. You never know. God, you never know.
2 years until police finally found this photo on her Facebook and noticed that the belt that she was wearing was the same one found at the crime scene. She then pleaded guilty to manslaughter and was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Moving on to number 3, we
7 years for murder? God damn, man. I mean, I don't know the whole case or whatever, but that seems too little, to me at least.
We have parkour gone wrong. Pavel Kashin was known for his dangerous stunts and abilities. In 2013, he challenged himself to do a backflip on the edge of a 16-floor building. He successfully completed the backflip, but as he landed, he lost his footing and fell over the edge.
See what I mean? I've seen a lot of these videos with people doing stupid, in my opinion, stupid shit like that. On top of buildings, on top of towers or whatever. And of course, there are many cases where people actually die. And this is one of those. I guess this is his last backflip before he tripped over and fell. God, rest in peace to that man, though, man. I'm sure he loved doing what he did. You know, I'm not trying to judge anybody doing stuff like this, but I mean, if you do it, you know the dangers, of course, and you take the risk.
He died instantly. This photo was captured by his friend while he was performing the stunt. You can see he's in midair doing his trick. Sadly, that was the last stunt he ever performed. And at number 2, we have the stalker. On February of 2017, best friends Abby Williams and Libby German headed out for a hike in Indiana.
I'm sorry, I'm trying, before we listen to what she's about to say, because she called that the stalker, I'm trying to see if there's anybody between the trees behind that girl right here. I can't see nobody. Let's find out what happened.
This photo is of Abby Williams, taken right before they were both murdered. What's very disturbing is that in the background
they were both murdered.
Right before they were both murdered. What's very disturbing is that in the background of these photos, you can literally see their killer lurking there. Apparently, the man was stalking them for quite some time, and in the girl's photo roll, they actually got some pictures of him. Probably because they felt like he was following them. So in the last photo ever taken of Abby, you can literally see her killer behind her. It makes me so sick. Worst of all, he's never been caught. There's currently a reward for anyone that can identify the man, though. So hopefully they can get some justice soon. And in our number 1 spot, we have the gruesome scene. This photo is going to send shivers down your spine. But before I show you, let me give you a quick backstory. So this photo was taken of Travis Alexander while he was taking a shower. It was taken by his girlfriend and murderer, Jody, shortly before she stabbed him 27 to 29 times. She also slit his
27 to 29 times. There was some real hate going on there. How can you stab someone so many times? I mean, Jesus.
His throat nearly while he was taking a shower. It was taken by his girlfriend and murderer, Jody, shortly before she stabbed him 27 to 29 times. She also slit his throat nearly ear to ear and shot him in the head. It was a very gruesome and sinister.
Okay, yeah, that's yeah, she had something. I mean, of course, she has something going on inside her mind, but relax. You killed the man. Why you gotta cut his throat from here to here and then shoot him? as well as stab him 29, 30 times, 27, whatever she said. God damn.
Murder. In this,
you know what you could do if you know what she could do if she hated that guy so much? She could break up with him and just leave, you know? Maybe she didn't have to do all that. God.
Photo, you can see how uncomfortable Travis looks. It's almost as if he knew she was up to something. He looks absolutely terrified. Now the camera.
Yeah, I mean, from the first photo she shown with the guy looking towards the camera. What was the photo? Excuse me. This. He does look kind of worried. He looks like, I don't know, man. Rest in peace.
Nearly ear to ear.
Nobody deserves that. Nobody
it was a
deserves
very
that.
gruesome and sinister murder. In this photo, you can see how uncomfortable Travis looks. It's almost as if he knew she was up to something. He looks absolutely terrified. Now, the camera that captured this photo was actually tossed into his washing machine as an.
I mean, maybe he could feel it, you know that little feeling, the intuitive feeling where you know something is wrong. Maybe he didn't know exactly what was wrong, but from seeing his wife or girlfriend, whatever she was, maybe he understood, he felt that something was wrong at that moment.
Attempt to destroy it, but it didn't work, and some of the photos were still salvageable, like this one and one that she took of Travis's dead, bloody body. I saw it. You don't want to see it. Honestly, this video was pretty depressing, so let's try and brighten the mood with some comment shoutouts. I'll be shouting out some comments from my video, Top 10 Darkest Moments in Disney Movie History, which was also a sad video, so comments.
Okay, we don't really need to to see that. If you want to see, the comments that she's shouting out right now, check out the video in the description, the original, and make sure to subscribe to that channel, like I said in the beginning. And that was disturbing. Of course, that was disturbing. It always bothers me when I see stuff like this or read stuff like this about real life, murders or different situations that have happened. But yeah, that was an incredible video. Like I said, shout out to that woman right here in front of my eyes, describing those stories and all of that. And like I said, if you enjoy my content or if you're new here, help me reach 100 subscribers, man. It really will make my day, And also hit the like, hit the bell, all of that shit that YouTube is saying nowadays, And until the next one, like I always say, make sure to stay calm, stay chillin', and peace.